Chosen one, heaven pauses for you in this moment, not by accident, not by coincidence. This is divine appointment. You have been sensing something stirring deep within you, an invisible call that refuses to let you settle for ordinary living. It is not anxiety. It is not restlessness. It is the whisper of destiny, breathing across your spirit like the wind that once moved over the waters at the dawn of creation. You are hearing heaven speak your name again. For too long, you have believed that favor is for others, those more gifted, more qualified, more noticed. Yet the Spirit of the living God says, the same favor that lifted Joseph is now locating you. Listen carefully. The same hand that drew Joseph out of the pit is reaching toward your life. You are about to experience a divine shift that no human hand can stop. Every season of your life has been preparation. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every silent night when your prayers seemed unanswered, all of it was shaping your capacity for glory. Heaven has not forgotten you. The favor that once turned a prisoner into a ruler is about to turn your waiting into manifestation. There is a moment when heaven decides to reveal what has been hidden. That moment is now. You have been walking through corridors of obscurity, wondering why doors remained closed, why people misunderstood your kindness, why you kept feeling set apart. But beloved, being set apart was never punishment. It was protection. You were hidden not to be forgotten, but to be preserved for a season such as this. You see, divine favor is not random. It is a current in the unseen realm, flowing toward those who remain faithful in silence. And you, yes, you have endured the silence. You stayed when others ran. You prayed when nothing changed. You sowed when no one saw. Heaven remembers, and because of that remembrance, the tide is turning in your direction. Can you feel it? The air around your spirit is different tonight. It carries the scent of destiny. Heaven is whispering, rise, chosen one. The season of hiding is over. This is the same voice that called Joseph out of the dungeon, the same voice that turned obscurity into opportunity. You are next. Favor is not something you chase. It's something that finds you when obedience positions you. You have obeyed in secret, and now the reward will be public. The same God who orchestrated Joseph's meeting with Pharaoh is aligning circumstances, people, and timing for your unveiling. The promotion will not come through the natural order. It will come by divine interruption. Do not let fear question what faith has already confirmed. You were created for this. The mantle that is resting on your life carries the weight of heaven's endorsement. The world may not see it yet, but the unseen realm already recognizes your authority. Angels are moving on your behalf, preparing spaces your name will soon occupy. There is a holiness in this moment, a sacred hush where eternity leans close. Heaven is marking you again, sealing you with favor that cannot be revoked. Some will wonder how you rose so quickly, but you will know the truth. It was not luck. It was not human strategy. It was divine favor. The Spirit of God is saying, stop doubting your difference. You were never meant to blend in. You carry a light that terrifies darkness. That's why opposition has been so intense, because hell recognized your calling before you did. But today, the tables turn. The same favor that exalted Joseph will now lift you above accusation, confusion, and delay. The ancient words recorded in Romans chapter 8, verse 28 declare, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who are called according to his purpose. You, chosen one, are part of that divine purpose. The storm is not your enemy, it's your elevator. The wind that tried to break you will now carry you higher. Heaven is releasing a wind of acceleration. Expect opportunities to find you. Expect favor to call your name in rooms you've never entered. Expect supernatural alignment to turn confusion into clarity. Your obedience in small things is unlocking access to great things. Keep your heart steady, your spirit pure, and your eyes fixed on heaven. This is your confirmation. The favor that once elevated Joseph is being poured out again, and you are one of the vessels chosen to carry it. So now, let the world know that you have heard heaven's call. If your spirit bears witness with these words, like, share, and comment 777 below as a prophetic declaration that you receive the same favor Joseph carried. Subscribe and stay connected, for this journey of divine elevation has only just begun. Chosen one. Before the palace came the pit. Before the robe of honor came the robe of betrayal. You know what that feels like when the very people you trusted turned away. When love became the weapon that wounded you, the deepest. But listen, nothing was wasted. Every rejection was redirection. Every betrayal was permission from heaven to move you closer to your purpose. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a vessel of preparation. When Joseph was thrown into that pit, he was not discarded, he was being hidden. What looked like burial was actually planting. You too have been placed in dark spaces where no one could see your value. Yet even in those places, heaven whispered, "Wait, don't panic. This is part of the process." You see, God never wastes pain. The pit is where he removes the layers of pride, fear, and dependence on man, so that when favor comes, it does not destroy you. The pit strips away false identities. It makes you face questions you've avoided. Who am I when no one applauds? Who am I when the dream seems dead? These moments test whether your faith is built on attention or on assignment. You have learned to stand without applause, to believe without evidence, to keep walking when every door said no. That, beloved, is how chosen ones are made. Some of your greatest shaping happened in silence. You cried when no one saw, and heaven counted every tear. You shouted prayers that bounced off the walls. Yet God caught each one and said, "Not yet, but soon." The pit is where faith becomes sight in slow motion, where hope is purified through delay. Many have mistaken your isolation for failure. They saw you step back. They watched your circle shrink, and they assumed you lost your way. But heaven smiles because it knows the truth. You were being pulled back like an arrow, not to stay hidden, but to be released farther than before. Every limitation, every delay, every false start, it's all the tension that gives your destiny power when you are launched. Joseph didn't know that the pit was the first step to the palace. He only knew that everything familiar was gone. So too with you, God has been removing attachments that cannot survive where you are going. He will not allow you to carry bitterness, comparison, or dependence on people into your royal assignment. That's why he allowed separation, not as punishment, but as purification. Do not curse the pit that made you pray differently. It is the place where divine favor begins to form in secret. You cannot receive Joseph's crown without enduring Joseph's confinement. Heaven doesn't promote you until your character can carry the weight of glory without collapsing. In this season, the Spirit is whispering, "Trust me in the pit." You may not see movement, but you are not buried. You are planted. Roots are forming where no one can see. Faith is growing beneath the soil of silence. Every unseen season adds depth to your destiny. When you rise, you will not just rise quickly, you will rise with unshakable strength. As the prophet wrote in the scroll of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3, "For the vision is, yet for an appointed time, though it tarry. Wait for it will surely come. It will not delay." That verse was written for moments like this, when the promise feels late, when your soul aches for confirmation, when heaven feels quiet. Yet the word is clear, it will surely come. What God has shown you in dreams and whispers is not fantasy, it is prophecy. The delay is not denial, it's divine design. Chosen one. This is not the end. This is the hallway before the door opens. The pit was never meant to define you, it was meant to refine you. When the moment of unveiling comes, those who once threw you down will not recognize the grace that stands before them. You will not need revenge. Your restoration will speak louder than your words ever could. Hold fast. The night is almost over. The dawn of your favor is closer than it looks. You are still in God's plan. Even when the ground feels cold and the sky silent, trust the process. For heaven is working behind the curtain, aligning everything for your ascent. One day soon, you will look back and thank God for the pit. You will see that without it, you would never have discovered the depth of your faith or the power of your purpose. The pit was the classroom where you learned dependence, humility, and endurance. These are the qualities that will sustain you when favor finally finds you. So rest your heart. Chosen one, heaven has not overlooked you. The same God who watched Joseph from the shadows watches you now. The pit is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of your rise. Chosen one. Every hidden season has a purpose. You may not see it yet, but heaven does not waste even one day of your obscurity. There are moments when you wonder, why has nothing changed? Why does it feel like I've been forgotten? But in truth, you are in the most sacred part of your journey, the place where God hides those he intends to reveal with power. Joseph was not forgotten in the shadows, he was being refined. Every day in that dim prison cell was a rehearsal for leadership. Each act of service, each quiet moment of obedience was building the character that would later carry a nation. In the same way, your hidden place is holy ground. It is not punishment, it is process. Heaven hides greatness until it is mature enough not to destroy itself. You are being developed in silence because your calling is loud. The world has not seen you yet, but the angels have whispered your name before the throne. You are on heaven's schedule, not man's timeline. Those who appear ahead of you are not your competition. They are merely ahead in visibility, not in destiny. When God hides you, he also protects you. He protects you from premature exposure, from relationships that would drain your focus, from opportunities that would flatter your ego but starve your spirit. That's why some doors closed without explanation. That's why certain people drifted away. Heaven has been guarding the anointing over your life. Chosen one. This hiddenness is where you learn to hear his whisper above the noise. It's where you learn that applause cannot sustain you and recognition cannot define you. When Joseph interpreted the dreams of Pharaoh's servants, He was still in confinement, but his gift was active. Likewise, your purpose is still alive. Even when circumstances appear silent, your anointing is not on pause, it is in preparation. Every act of faith in secret is a seed sown into your future visibility. Keep doing good when no one claps. Keep serving when no one notices. Heaven sees what man overlooks. And in due time, what you have done quietly will be revealed loudly, as was spoken in the sacred words of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 6. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door and pray to your Father, who is unseen. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. You see, it is in the secret place that destiny is formed. God is not ignoring you, He is investing in you. He is teaching you to build roots deeper than recognition. For when the spotlight finally finds you, you will not crumble under its weight. You will shine with wisdom that only silence could have taught. There will come a moment when heaven says, "Now." It will be sudden, unexpected, unstoppable. People will say, "Where did this one come from?" But you will know the truth. You came from years of hidden obedience, from nights of unseen prayer, from mornings of quiet faithfulness. Your rise will look overnight, but it will actually be the harvest of hidden seasons. This is why the shadows are sacred. They are where you learn to live by conviction, not applause, where you realize that purpose is not proven by visibility, but by faithfulness. Every hidden moment is shaping you to handle public favor with humility. So do not despise this chapter. Do not envy those who seem ahead. When heaven hides you, it is preparing something that will outlast every quick success around you. You are not behind, you are being built. The same Spirit that anointed Joseph in captivity is anointing you in quiet preparation. Chosen one, breathe deeply. Let peace replace the anxiety of not yet. God's timing is flawless. When He says it's time, no voice can silence your rise. Until then, embrace the stillness. This silence is not emptiness, it is strategy. And when your heart begins to doubt, remember this truth. Every seed grows underground before it breaks the surface. You are that seed. The soil is not your prison, it's your womb of transformation. Now, if these words resonate with your spirit, type "I am hidden" in the comments. Declare it boldly, because it means you understand what heaven is doing. You're not forgotten, you're being fortified. You're not overlooked, you're being observed by heaven. When the time comes, the world will see what heaven has been shaping all along. Stay faithful in the shadows. Chosen one, the light is coming soon, and when it comes, it will not just reveal you, it will confirm that every quiet season was worth it. Chosen one, the darkness has never silenced your gift. Even when your surroundings felt cold and confined, something inside you kept speaking. That is how you know you were born with divine fire, because even in the dungeon, your light refused to die. You are like Joseph, interpreting dreams in darkness, using your gift when there is no audience, no validation, no applause. Yet, heaven has been watching every act of obedience. There is a sacred mystery in this season. You are discovering that your anointing does not depend on environment. Joseph's gift was not confined by his chains, and neither is yours. When God places something inside you, no circumstance can suppress it. The enemy tried to silence your voice by surrounding you with disappointment, but the oil keeps flowing. Every time you speak life over others, every time you encourage instead of complain, you prove that your spirit is stronger than your situation. In that prison, Joseph could have chosen bitterness. He could have complained, blamed, or surrendered to despair. But instead, he served. He used his gift to help those who were broken, even when he himself was still waiting for deliverance. That is the mark of maturity, serving in the shadows, while trusting that God will bring your own breakthrough in His time. Beloved, you may not realize it, but heaven often tests whether your gift is pure by placing you in situations where you have nothing to gain. When you bless others while feeling forgotten, you show heaven that your gift is not driven by reward, but by love. And it is in that selfless obedience that your promotion begins. Sometimes you think you're waiting for heaven to move, but heaven is waiting for you to act in faith. Every time you use your gift, despite disappointment, you shift the atmosphere around you. You invite divine movement into human limitation. That's what Joseph did. He interpreted dreams while still in a cage. And that single act of faith became the bridge to his freedom. There are people around you right now who need what you carry. You may feel limited, unrecognized, unseen, but your words, your kindness, your presence, they are keys unlocking freedom for others. When you pour out from a place of pain, your offering becomes a fragrance that heaven cannot ignore. The Spirit whispers, "Do not wait for perfect conditions to use what I've placed within you." Joseph didn't need a palace to walk in purpose. He needed only his faith. You don't need every door open to begin. You only need to start with what's in your hands. The miracle unfolds in motion, not in hesitation. As Jesus himself declared in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 16, verse 10, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much. And whoever is dishonest with very little will also be dishonest with much." These words are heaven's reminder. Faithfulness in small places creates access to great places. The prison was not Joseph's punishment. It was his proving ground. Likewise, this season of limitation is where God measures your readiness for promotion. Every time you choose integrity over bitterness, excellence over apathy, service over resentment, you are proving heaven right for choosing you. Do not despise your current station. The walls around you are not barriers, they are boundaries of preparation. God is training your perception so that when favor finally lifts you, you will see it not as privilege, but as stewardship. The lessons you are learning in obscurity will be the same ones that sustain you in visibility. Chosen one. Heaven has already written your outcome. The place that tried to contain you will soon testify of your deliverance. But before that moment arrives, your faith must become unshakable. You must learn to worship in confinement, to trust when you cannot trace, to serve when you cannot see the reward. Every time you give your best in a limited place, the unseen world takes notice. Your obedience creates echoes in eternity. Heaven measures faithfulness not by how much you produce, but by how pure your motives remain when no one is watching. So lift your head, even in the shadows. You are not forgotten. You are being recorded in heaven's book of endurance. One act of faith, one selfless gesture, one word of encouragement may be the seed that opens your next chapter. Joseph didn't know which interpretation would unlock his freedom. He just kept giving his gift. And when the time came, the memory of his faithfulness became the key that brought him before Pharaoh. You, too, are closer to your unveiling than you realize. Keep using your gift. Keep walking in excellence. Heaven is about to connect your service in secret to your breakthrough in public. Chosen one. When heaven begins to shift the scales, it happens quietly at first, like dawn creeping in before the world realizes night has ended. You may not hear the trumpet sound, but something in your spirit senses the change. The air feels lighter. The heaviness begins to lift. And what once resisted you starts to release. This is the moment when heaven starts rearranging everything that was against you, turning it to work in your favor. It's as though the invisible hand of God begins to move the chess pieces of your life. People who once ignored you suddenly remember your name. Opportunities that were closed begin to whisper, "Come closer." You'll notice conversations aligning, resources appearing, hearts softening. What you thought was still delayed is now being divinely accelerated. The same God who shifted Pharaoh's heart for Joseph is shifting hearts for you. When Joseph was still in the dungeon, heaven was already stirring Pharaoh's dreams. You see, while Joseph was waiting, God was working. The prison door hadn't opened yet, but heaven had already begun writing the invitation to the palace. So, too, for you, heaven is orchestrating divine remembrance. Your name is being mentioned in rooms you haven't entered. Your character is being discussed in places your feet have never walked. That's how favor operates. It doesn't need your permission to find you. It only needs your preparation to hold you. In this sacred hour, do not measure your progress by what you see. Measure it by what you sense in your spirit. The spiritual winds are shifting in your direction. Delays are being converted into divine setups. Even what the enemy meant for harm is being recalibrated as the raw material of your promotion. Imagine a seed in the soil, feeling the squeeze of darkness. It does not know that heaven is shifting the earth above it, making way for its emergence. That is you right now. The soil is trembling, not to bury you deeper, but to push you upward. Every trembling moment, every sudden discomfort, is heaven saying, "Get ready. Your season is changing." And as the Spirit spoke through the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." And this is not poetic comfort, it is prophetic truth. Heaven is not improvising your destiny. The plan was written before the pain began. Every setback was a subplot in your divine story. Every detour, a redirection to greater alignment. You are not behind schedule, you are precisely on heaven's timeline. Chosen one. You may feel the tension of transition right now. It's like standing between two worlds, the end of one season and the birth of another. The familiar is fading, but the new has not yet appeared. Breathe. Heaven is teaching you to trust the process of unfolding. When a butterfly breaks its cocoon, it feels like everything is falling apart, but in truth, everything is taking form. You are breaking free, not breaking down. This is the time to keep your spirit soft and your gratitude sharp. When God starts lifting you, stay grounded in humility. Remember, Joseph did not demand the throne, he was summoned to it. And when he stood before Pharaoh, his first words were not of pride, but of praise. The favor that is coming to you will require the same posture. hands open, heart surrendered, spirit steady. As you listen to this, if your heart feels a quiet confirmation, like something inside you, exhaling relief, pause and acknowledge it. That's heaven whispering. This is for you. You are standing in the current of favor that once carried Joseph from captivity to command. The tide is turning, and it will not stop until you are positioned where you belong. Beloved, if these words awaken something within you, if you sense that the ground beneath your spirit is shifting, let gratitude be your response. Take a moment to like and share this message, not as routine gestuures, but as a symbolic act of faith. You are spreading the sound of favor, sowing encouragement into someone else's wilderness. When you subscribe, you are not just joining a channel, you are anchoring yourself in a stream of divine reminders that keep your faith alive in the waiting. Remember, sharing light never diminishes your own, it multiplies it. Like Joseph sharing grain in famine, what you give in obedience becomes sustenance for others. Let this be your act of generosity today, to pass on hope, to water someone's faith, to remind another soul that heaven is still writing beautiful endings. The scales are shifting. Chosen one, what was heavy is being lifted. What was delayed is being delivered. Stand tall, breathe deep, and let faith replace fear. The palace is closer than it has ever been. Chosen one. Divine timing is not delay, it is precision. Every moment you have waited has been part of a sacred calculation, a rhythm only heaven can conduct. You see, when Joseph sat in that dungeon, forgotten by the cupbearer, it wasn't because heaven overlooked him. It was because the clock of destiny hadn't yet struck the appointed hour. There are seasons when God keeps you waiting, not to punish you, but to align everything perfectly. Sometimes, divine timing feels like silence. The prayers seem unanswered. The promises appear distant, and the heart grows weary. But heaven's silence does not mean heaven's absence. It means the orchestration is still in motion. God is preparing the stage of your life so that when your moment comes, everything will fit together with flawless harmony. You won't have to force doors open. They will swing wide the moment your name is spoken. When the time came for Joseph's release, it happened suddenly. One moment he was a prisoner. The next, he was being summoned to stand before Pharaoh. That is the nature of divine timing. It looks slow until it becomes instant. Heaven moves at the speed of obedience and revelation, not impatience. You, too, are being prepared for a moment that will make sense of the waiting. Every hour of frustration has been creating depth in you, the kind of maturity that can handle blessing without losing humility. The longer the preparation, the greater the purpose. God is not late, He is thorough. Chosen one, understand this truth. What is delayed in your eyes is developing in God's. The reason the promise hasn't manifested yet is because heaven is aligning the environment that will protect it. The wrong time would have turned your blessing into a burden. The right time will turn your waiting into wonder. Your delays are holy. Your pauses are prophetic. Heaven is making sure that when favor arrives, it doesn't fade but flourishes. It's like the ripening of fruit if picked too early. It sours, but when left to mature, it becomes sweet to the taste. God is maturing your destiny so it will satisfy and sustain, not merely excite. As the Apostle reminds us in his letter to the Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9, let us not become weary in doing good, For at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Oh, that proper time is the phrase of heaven. Not your time, not man's time, but the moment when heaven says, now. It could be tomorrow. It could be tonight. It could be in a way that completely surprises you. The key is to remain faithful until that hour arrives. Think of your life as a masterpiece still being painted. From close up, the brush strokes may seem chaotic, too much shadow, not enough light, but when the painter steps back, the whole picture reveals perfect balance. You are still in the middle of the canvas, and heaven is blending every stroke with purpose. When the work is finished, the beauty will silence every doubt you ever had. There's a peace that comes from surrendering to God's clock. It's a release, a quiet acceptance that says, even here, I trust you. That's the posture heaven looks for, trust that does not demand proof. When you choose that posture, heaven accelerates what once felt delayed. So breathe. Chosen one. Stop staring at the clock and start trusting the Creator. Your time will not pass you by. It will meet you exactly where you are, in perfect alignment with heaven's will. And when that moment comes, when the divine timing of your life finally collides with the promise, you will understand why every not yet was necessary. You will see that God never forgot you. He was waiting for everything else to be ready for you. This is your reminder to stay steady. Keep sowing goodness. Keep walking in faith. Keep holding peace in your heart. The promise is not lost, it is scheduled. If these words stir something within your spirit, if you feel that deep recognition that this is your time of alignment, type 555 in the comments right now. Not as superstition, but as a prophetic act symbolizing grace in transition, change in motion, and heaven's hand recalibrating your life. Every number carries a whisper of meaning. 5 for grace, repeated thrice for completeness. When you write it, you're declaring, I choose to trust the timing of heaven. Chosen one. The clock of destiny is striking soon. The doors you've prayed for will open, not a moment too late, and not a moment too early. Only right on time. Stay watchful. Stay ready. For heaven's alignment is about to meet your obedience. Chosen one. When the summons finally came for Joseph, it was sudden. After years of waiting, after countless prayers whispered into darkness, the door opened in a single breath. One command from Pharaoh, and everything shifted. The same guards who once watched him in confinement now escorted him toward the throne. That is how divine favor works. It arrives quietly, then moves swiftly, rewriting your entire story in a moment. You have felt this sense of nearness recently, the stillness before a breakthrough, the gentle hum in your spirit that says, something is about to change. You are not imagining it. Heaven is preparing to mention your name in high places. Your obedience in the hidden years has built a reputation in the unseen realm. And now that reputation is speaking for you. When Joseph stood before Pharaoh, he didn't come with credentials or wealth. He came with revelation. He carried interpretation, the ability to hear what others could not. It was his connection to heaven that distinguished him, not his position. In the same way, your access will come not from the strength of your resume, but from the authenticity of your anointing. You carry divine understanding, and the world is hungry for it. Though it may not yet know, heaven has been preparing opportunities where your voice will unlock clarity, where your insight will bring peace to confusion. Do not shrink back when those doors open. Remember that Joseph did not beg for entry. He was invited. You are not trying to prove your worth. You are walking into what heaven has already affirmed. The anointing upon you will make room for you. As Joseph was cleaned, dressed, and presented before Pharaoh, there was no hesitation in heaven. The timing, the favor, the readiness, all perfectly aligned. And though it felt sudden to Joseph, the truth is that heaven had been arranging it all along. Every forgotten day in the dungeon was synchronized with Pharaoh's sleepless night. Every unanswered prayer was counting down to divine remembrance. That same orchestration is unfolding in your life. Heaven has already released the word. What you thought was still delayed has already been decreed. The shift will not need your striving. It will simply respond to your readiness. When the door opens, walk through it, clothed in humility and confidence, as was written in the book of Proverbs, chapter 18, verse 16. A man's gift makes room for him and brings him before great men. This verse is not a metaphor, it is a map. Your gift, your unique blend of wisdom, compassion, and resilience is the key heaven uses to open doors that your strength could never force. You will not need to compete for attention, for favor recognizes its reflection when it sees it. Chosen one. As Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dream, his words carried authority beyond human reasoning. He spoke from a realm of divine clarity. That is the kind of wisdom heaven is birthing in you right now. It is not information, it is revelation. When you speak, solutions will flow. When you act, peace will follow. The anointing on your life is meant to translate heaven's mysteries into earthly answers. You must remember this. The moment of divine summoning is not about appearance, it's about assignment. Joseph didn't step into the palace to be admired. He stepped in to preserve life. Your elevation will not be about ego, but about impact. Heaven is trusting you with influence because you've proven faithful in the fields of obscurity. Do not fear visibility. You have been tested in silence so that exposure will not corrupt you. What is coming will not overwhelm you, it will reveal you. You will know how to carry yourself in the palace because you learned humility in the pit. The same God who sustained you in the dark will guide you under the light. When favor calls your name, remember where you came from. Let gratitude anchor you. Let compassion guide you. For every platform you step onto, carry the fragrance of humility with you. People will sense it before they hear you speak. The unmistakable aura of someone who has walked through fire and come out refined. Not resentful. Chosen one. You are entering a season where your name will begin to circulate in places you have not been. Don't be surprised when unexpected calls come, when sudden doors open, when old prayers are answered in new ways. Heaven has not forgotten the faith you planted in tears. The harvest is ready, and the reapers are on their way. Walk forward gently, but boldly. The same God who summoned Joseph from a dungeon to a throne is summoning you now. It will not be forced, it will be fluid. You will simply know, this is the moment I was made for. Chosen one. When Joseph stepped into Pharaoh's court, he did not just speak as a dream interpreter, he stood as a vessel of divine wisdom. His words carried weight because they came from a place of intimacy with God. Pharaoh recognized it instantly. This was not ordinary insight, but revelation born from heaven. And so, in one conversation, Joseph's life was transformed. The prisoner became the prime minister. The forgotten man became the most trusted voice in Egypt. That is what happens when heaven releases favor. It turns the impossible into the inevitable. What took others years to build, Joseph received in a single moment, because his character had been refined long before the opportunity came. He didn't just receive promotion, he received stewardship over a nation. And the same mantle, the same kind of favor that once rested upon him, is being prepared for you. You are entering a phase where your wisdom, not your titles, will open doors. The world is searching for answers, for stability, for voices that carry peace instead of pride. Heaven has been training you for this very moment, not to impress, but to instruct, not to dominate, but to deliver. When you speak, it will not be theory but truth that has been lived and tested through your valleys. Joseph did not demand authority, he was entrusted with it. Pharaoh saw in him something that others could not see, a spirit of discernment, a sense of order, a heart that carried both power and compassion. That same balance is being forged within you. You are learning to carry authority without arrogance, influence without insecurity. The wisdom you are receiving now will not just change your life, it will preserve others. As was revealed in the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to him. And heaven does not withhold wisdom, it multiplies it to those who seek it with sincerity. Joseph's promotion was not the result of ambition, but of availability. He allowed heaven to speak through him, and that availability became the bridge between confinement and command. You, too, are being prepared to lead, not by force, but by revelation. Chosen one, you will find that in this new season, God is not only lifting you up, but expanding your capacity. He is teaching you how to govern your emotions, how to discern timing, how to speak life with precision. These are the skills of kingdom stewards. The favor being released upon you is not for decoration, it is for administration. Heaven trusts you because you have learned to serve faithfully without needing recognition. Think of Joseph as he began to organize the abundance of Egypt. 7 years of plenty were followed by 7 years of famine. But because he listened to divine instruction, he turned potential disaster into preservation. This is what heaven does with chosen ones. It entrusts them with insight that saves not only themselves, but nations, families, and generations. Your influence will operate the same way. It might begin quietly, one decision at a time, one act of integrity in the workplace, one moment of mercy in conversation, but each action will ripple outward. You are being trained in divine administration, how to handle abundance, how to lead with love, how to manage what others misuse. And remember this truth: favor without wisdom becomes fragile. Heaven is not just giving you visibility, it is giving you strategy. You are being equipped with divine intelligence to navigate complexity with clarity. People will come to you for counsel, not because of your status, but because of the peace you carry. In the coming days, your gift will begin to attract responsibility. Don't fear it. You are not being burdened, you are being trusted. God never gives you what He cannot sustain through you. You will find that as the weight increases, so does the strength. Grace will expand to meet every new assignment. Chosen one. The anointing upon you is not casual. it carries the fragrance of purpose, the mark of one who has endured purification and emerged ready. You will soon look around and realize that the tables have turned. The same systems that once restricted you are now submitting to the wisdom you carry. This is the reversal of heaven. Those who were overlooked become the ones others depend on. So, walk with confidence, but also with tenderness. Remember that the authority Joseph received was not for control, but for compassion. Power in the hands of the pure-hearted becomes provision for the world. You have been prepared not to boast, but to bless. Heaven is raising you to be a voice of clarity, a channel of divine understanding in a world starving for meaning. And as you walk into this new dimension of favor, do not forget, the purpose of elevation is preservation. You are being lifted so that others may live. Chosen one. True favor is not revealed in how high you rise, but in how deeply you forgive. When Joseph stood before his brothers, the very ones who had thrown him into the pit, who sold him for silver, who lied to their father about his death, he could have chosen revenge. He could have repaid betrayal with judgment, but he didn't. Instead, he looked at them through eyes softened by grace and said, "You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good." That sentence was not weakness, it was mastery. Joseph's power was not proven by his throne, but by his restraint. It takes strength to govern nations, but it takes greater strength to govern your own heart. And that, beloved, is the test of every chosen one. Heaven can only trust those whose hearts remain pure when power arrives. Forgiveness is not forgetting the pain, it's remembering without revenge. It's choosing to release the debt, not because they deserve it, but because your destiny does. Holding bitterness is like chaining yourself to yesterday's wound while heaven is trying to lead you into tomorrow's promise. You cannot carry both glory and grudges. One must go. Joseph's tears in that moment were sacred. They were not tears of weakness, they were the overflow of victory. Every betrayal, every false accusation, every lonely night had prepared him for this scene, not to shame his offenders, but to show them what grace looks like when it wears a crown. You, too, are reaching that moment. Heaven is bringing before you the faces of those who hurt you, not to reopen the wound, but to release you from its power. As was written in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 14, "For if you forgive others when they sin against you, your heavenly Father will also forgive you." This is not a suggestion, it's a law of the kingdom. Forgiveness unlocks favor. The moment Joseph released his brothers from guilt, heaven released even greater abundance into his hands. The same will happen for you. The moment you forgive, you create spiritual space for divine overflow. Chosen one, hear this carefully. Forgiveness does not mean pretending nothing happened. It means acknowledging the pain, confronting the truth, and then deciding that it no longer has authority over your emotions. It's looking the memory in the face and saying, "You no longer define me." That declaration shifts atmospheres. There are people who have misunderstood your kindness, misused your trust, and taken your gentleness as weakness. Let them. Heaven has already seen it all. What matters now is your response. Will you let their offense hold you hostage? Or will you rise above it and walk in freedom? The throne God is preparing for you cannot be occupied by someone still chained to bitterness. Forgiveness is a door, and you hold the key. When you open it, the air changes. Your peace returns. Your prayers gain power again. Your voice carries authority because it is no longer mixed with pain. That is why the enemy fights forgiveness so fiercely, because he knows that once you release it, his grip over your heart is broken forever. Chosen one, you are called to break cycles. You will not repeat what was done to you. You will not let the pain of the past poison your future. You are the interruption to generational resentment. You are the one who stops the pattern of vengeance. Heaven has chosen you to demonstrate what mercy looks like in human form. This is your moment of release. Let go not because they earned it, but because you deserve peace. The burden is too heavy for one destined to soar. You were made to move lightly, freely, joyfully. The same wings that carry eagles cannot lift those weighed down by resentment. If these words reach a tender place in you, take a deep breath and type, "I forgive now," in the comments. Let that be your declaration. It's not just a phrase, it's a prophetic act. When you write it, you are telling both heaven and hell that you refuse to live in chains another day. And as you do, something begins to shift. You may not feel it instantly, but the atmosphere around your spirit will start to clear. Peace will quietly return, not as a guest, but as a resident. Forgiveness opens the window, and the wind of favor rushes in. Remember this: forgiveness is not losing, it's winning in silence. It's saying, "What you did could not stop what God will do." Joseph's story proves it. Those who once harmed you will one day need the help of your healed hands. Be ready. Chosen one, your mercy will preach louder than any sermon. Chosen one, the journey you've walked has been long, and the path has often been uncertain. There were times when you doubted if you would ever reach the place God promised. Yet, here you are, standing at the threshold of something incredible. The distance between where you were and where you're going has been filled with purpose. Every delay, every detour, every moment of discouragement was part of the divine plan. When Joseph stood before Pharaoh, it was not simply the culmination of his dream, it was the manifestation of God's perfect timing. The world would have looked at him as a young man just elevated from obscurity, but heaven had seen him all along. Heaven knows the end from the beginning. And God had a place for Joseph long before he entered the palace. You may feel like you've been wandering, but trust that your steps are ordered. The journey that has seemed long, the prayers that seemed unanswered, the doors that remained closed, these were all pieces in the puzzle of your destiny. You are walking through this season, not by chance, but by design. Every closed door was God's way of preparing the next one. The beauty of divine favor is that it does not come with conditions of timing. It comes when heaven deems it the right moment, much like a seed that spends years beneath the soil, unseen by the eye, only to suddenly break through and bloom with strength and beauty. Your season of favor is about to burst forth. All the waiting, all the unseen labor will now give way to the fulfillment of promises. Remember, chosen one, your life is not a series of random events. Every hardship, every season of waiting, every difficult person or situation was God's way of crafting you into the vessel that will carry this new favor. There is no mistake in the timing of your life. You are not behind. You are in the middle of God's perfect design. Heaven is not only raising you up to fulfill your own purpose, it is positioning you to be a blessing to others. Joseph's rise to power wasn't for his own comfort, it was to save nations, to restore his family, and to bring hope to a world facing famine. Your purpose is not just for your own benefit. Heaven is preparing you to be the answer to someone else's prayer, the hope for someone else's future. As you walk through this door of favor, remember it is not about you alone. It is about the many lives you will touch, the families you will restore, the dreams you will awaken. Your rise will not only impact you, it will impact everyone around you. The blessing you are stepping into is meant to overflow, and as it overflows, it will reach others and change the course of their lives as well. The Word of God declares in the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 22, "The least of you will become 1,000, the smallest a mighty nation. I am the Lord. In its time, I will do this swiftly." This verse speaks of divine acceleration. What has taken time to develop will now come to fruition quickly. What you have waited for, prayed for, and worked for will now be multiplied. God will make you a living testimony of what happens when favor is released in its appointed time. Chosen one. Hear this, your rise will be swift. The years of preparation have not been in vain. You are now walking into a season where divine acceleration will bring you to places you never imagined. Your anointing, your calling, your destiny, everything is aligning for this moment. The doors that were once closed will open, and you will walk through them as if time itself has bent in your favor. So, take a deep breath. Chosen one. The season of waiting is over. The doors you've been praying for are opening. The favor that was once hidden is now being revealed, and as this new season begins, I want to encourage you, like, share, and subscribe to continue walking this journey of favor together. Each time you share this message, you are not just spreading words, you are spreading hope. You are sharing a message that will ignite someone else's faith and help them see that their season of favor is coming too. Your story is not over. It is just beginning. You are walking into a season where favor will follow you, where blessings will overtake you, and where your life will become a testimony of God's goodness and grace. As you step into this new chapter, know that God has already gone before you, preparing the way. Chosen one. The best is yet to come. Stay connected. Stay expectant. And remember that the favor that is being poured out on you is just the beginning of a new season of greatness. Chosen one. You have walked through seasons that have shaped you, refined you, and prepared you for this moment. What you may not realize is that everything you've gone through, every trial, every test, every season of waiting was never meant to break you, but to build you. The struggle was never a sign of defeat, but a sign that something great was being birthed in you. Now, as you stand at the edge of your breakthrough, you can look back and see the hands of heaven working all along. Joseph's journey to the throne was not a straight path. It was filled with betrayal, abandonment, imprisonment, and countless moments of uncertainty. Yet, each one of those challenges was God's way of equipping him for the destiny ahead. Every trial was a step toward the moment when he would stand before Pharaoh, not just as a dream interpreter, but as a ruler who had been tested and proven. You may feel as though you are at a crossroads now, perhaps looking ahead, unsure of how the pieces of your life will fit together. It's in moments like these that heaven whispers, trust the process, the very things you feel unqualified for. The very areas where you have been stretched and broken are the places where God is preparing you to stand strong and steady. The time is coming when everything that has felt like a hindrance will become a stepping stone. As Joseph walked through his trials, God was building a foundation of integrity, wisdom, and endurance. These were the qualities that would sustain him when he stepped into the palace. Your foundation, too, is being laid during this season of preparation. Every time you choose to trust God, every time you hold on to faith in the midst of uncertainty, you are building a foundation that will support the weight of your future. Joseph's life serves as a reminder that no matter how difficult the journey may seem, God is always working behind the scenes. Every setback is a setup for a greater purpose. The years Joseph spent in prison, seemingly forgotten, were actually years of preparation for the moment when he would rise to the highest position in Egypt. The years you've spent in waiting have not been wasted. The seeds you've planted in tears will soon yield a harvest of joy. The Apostle Paul reminds us in the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. This is the promise you can stand on. God is working all things for your good. Even when it feels like you've been overlooked, even when it feels like the dreams God has given you are delayed, rest assured that every detail is in his hands. Your life is not a series of random events. It is part of a divine plan. The same God who worked in Joseph's life is working in yours right now. So, do not despair in the waiting. Do not grow weary in the process. Instead, lean into the trust that heaven is unfolding a plan greater than anything you can imagine. What you have walked through has not disqualified you. It has equipped you for the favor that is about to be poured out upon your life. When the doors of opportunity open, you will walk through them with the grace, wisdom, and strength that only trials can develop. You are closer to your breakthrough than you realize. The season of preparation is nearly complete, and the season of manifestation is about to begin. When it comes, you will see how every single step was leading you to this moment. The favor that you have been waiting for is not far off. It is already in motion, and you are being positioned to receive it. God's timing is always perfect. When the moment arrives, you will find that it comes suddenly, with divine acceleration. Just as Joseph was elevated in a single day from a prisoner to a ruler, you, too, will see your circumstances shift dramatically. The seasons of hardship, waiting, and obscurity will give way to favor, influence, and visibility. You have been chosen, prepared, and refined for this moment. So, hold on to your faith. Trust in God's perfect timing. Your moment is coming, and when it does, it will be everything you have hoped for and more. Your journey has been long, but it has been leading you exactly where you need to be. You are about to step into a season of fulfillment, a season where the dreams and promises that seemed distant are finally coming to fruition. Take a moment to breathe deeply, for this is your time. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you think. Chosen one, your journey has been one of endurance, and now, heaven is calling you to rise. Not just for your own sake, but for the sake of those who have been waiting for the light of your testimony. Every hardship you've faced, every tear you've shed, has been preparing you to be the answer to someone else's prayer. What you've overcome will soon become the foundation for the breakthrough of others. When Joseph rose from the prison to the palace, it was not just his personal victory, it was a victory for an entire nation. His ability to interpret Pharaoh's dream was the key to saving Egypt from famine. Likewise, your obedience, your faithfulness in the midst of trials, and your ability to persevere are not just for your own benefit, they are for the people you will impact. Heaven is preparing you to carry influence that will affect many lives. There is something uniquely powerful about a person who has walked through difficulty and come out on the other side. The world is hungry for those who have faced challenges and are still standing firm. Your story of perseverance will become the light that guides others out of their own darkness. Just as Joseph's story became a testimony of God's faithfulness, so too will yours. As it is written in the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 19, say, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. This is a season of new beginnings. Just as God made a way for the Israelites through the wilderness, He is making a way for you in what seemed like barren land. The wilderness was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to develop you. And now, the streams are coming, the favor is flowing, and the wilderness will give way to a fertile land where your dreams will grow. The waiting has not been in vain. The struggles, the loneliness, the doubts, these were all opportunities for God to shape you, to prepare you for the impact you are about to make. You are about to see the fruit of all that you have sowed in tears and perseverance. The seeds of faith that you planted during the hard seasons will soon bloom into a harvest of blessings, not only for you, but for those around you. Remember, chosen one, your purpose is far greater than just personal success. God is not elevating you for your own glory, but for His. The favor He is pouring out on you is not just for your benefit, it is to position you to help others. There are people waiting for you to step into your destiny so they can step into theirs. Your rise will empower others to rise. There will be moments when you will feel overwhelmed by the weight of what God is calling you to do. But know that He will not call you to something without equipping you for it. Just as He gave Joseph wisdom, discernment, and favor to rule Egypt, He will equip you with everything you need for the assignments ahead. You will not only be a receiver of favor, you will become a distributor of it, sharing the blessings and wisdom you have received with others. Do not fear the responsibility that comes with favor. You were created for this. You were born for such a time as this. The grace that is being poured out upon you is meant to be used to serve others, to bring healing, to offer wisdom, to restore hope, and to give love. As God elevates you, He will give you the capacity to handle it all. In this moment, take a deep breath and remember this truth. You are not alone. Heaven is standing with you. The angels are cheering you on. You are a chosen vessel for this time. And the favor that is being released upon your life will not only change your future, it will change the future of those around you. If this message has spoken to your heart, if you are ready for the new thing God is doing in your life, type "New Season Ahead" in the comments. Let it be your declaration of faith that you are stepping into the new thing that God has prepared for you. The time for your breakthrough is drawing near. You are stepping into a season of favor, abundance, and impact. The waiting is over. The journey has prepared you. Now it is time for you to rise, walk in your purpose, and bring light to the world. Chosen one, as you continue on this path, you will find that the weight of your calling is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. Just as Joseph was entrusted with the care of Egypt, during a time of famine. You are being entrusted with a unique purpose that will stretch you beyond your own understanding. The responsibilities ahead may seem daunting. But remember this: what you are being prepared for is far greater than what you have ever imagined. The grace you will receive will be enough, and even more, to carry you through every challenge that comes your way. Joseph's journey to the throne did not happen overnight, nor did it happen without resistance. He was tested in ways that seemed unfair. Yet each test revealed something valuable that would equip him for his future role. His time in prison, though filled with hardship, was the very place where his character and wisdom were shaped. In the same way, every trial you face is refining you, molding you into the person you need to be for the next season of favor. What might feel like a setback is actually a setup for the great things ahead. It is written in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." This is the promise you can stand on today. God knows the plans He has for you. He has already prepared a future for you that is filled with hope and prosperity. Though the road may be long, every step you take is part of His perfect plan. You are not walking this path alone. Heaven is walking with you, guiding you, and preparing you for what is to come. As Joseph was tested, so too will you be tested. And just as Joseph emerged from his trials stronger and wiser, you will too. Every challenge will only increase your capacity to handle the favor that is coming. You will rise, not just because you were called, but because you were made ready for the calling. In the seasons of waiting, it's easy to become discouraged, to feel as though time is slipping away, or that you are being overlooked. But understand that God is never early and never late. He moves in perfect timing. The waiting is not wasted. Every moment of silence, every season of uncertainty, is preparing you to step into your divine destiny at the right moment. What the enemy intended for harm, God will turn to your good. Just as Joseph's time in the pit did not define his future, neither will the challenges you face today define your tomorrow. Joseph did not let his circumstances dictate his faith. He continued to trust God even in the darkest moments. And that trust was rewarded when the moment of his elevation came. His elevation was not based on his circumstances, but on his faithfulness to God, even when the way forward seemed unclear. In the same way, your faithfulness to God during the difficult seasons will be the very thing that opens the doors of opportunity for you. As long as you remain faithful, God will remain faithful to you. The Apostle Paul encourages us in the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Chosen one, the future that God has for you is filled with purpose. The elevation you are about to experience is not for personal gain alone. It is for the purpose of impacting the world around you. Just as Joseph's rise to power enabled him to save nations, your rise will be used to bring hope, healing, and restoration to those around you. You have been chosen for such a time as this. The favor that is being poured out upon your life will not be contained. It will overflow into the lives of others. The time is coming when you will look back at everything you have walked through and see how it all fits together. You will see how the challenges, the waiting, the seasons of uncertainty were all part of God's plan to bring you into your purpose. And when you step into that purpose, you will not only see God's hand on your life, but you will also see the lives of others changed because of the favor and wisdom you carry. Your story is still being written. Chosen one. The best chapters are ahead. Trust that God is with you every step of the way. And when the time is right, you will rise and step into the destiny He has prepared for you. Chosen one. There comes a moment in every journey when what you've waited for begins to materialize. The visions, the promises, the dreams that once seemed distant are now moving closer, not by your own effort, but by divine orchestration. You've labored in the quiet, walked through seasons of uncertainty, and endured moments of seeming failure. Yet, all of it has been preparing you for this breakthrough. You are stepping into a season of fulfillment where everything that was once out of reach is now within your grasp. You, too, may have felt the weight of disappointment or the sting of rejection. You may have questioned whether you would ever see the promise you've been holding on to. But now is the time to understand that your season of preparation has not been wasted. It has been the very foundation that will sustain the success that is coming. In moments of obscurity, it's easy to believe that the dreams you hold are fading. You wonder if the things God whispered to your heart will ever come to pass. But remember this: favor is often cultivated in the secret places. God is never inactive in your waiting. Just as Joseph was being prepared in the dungeon, so too are you being strengthened and refined for the greatness ahead. Even when it seems that nothing is happening, heaven is aligning circumstances, preparing opportunities, and placing the right people in your path. In the book of Psalms, chapter 77, verse 14, it is written, "You are the God who performs miracles. You display your power among the peoples." This verse is a reminder that the God you serve is a God of miracles. What you have believed to be impossible is within His power to make possible. Joseph's rise from the prison to the palace was nothing short of miraculous, and God is preparing to perform similar miracles in your life. The things you have hoped for and prayed about are not beyond His reach. What looks like a closed door is simply a space being prepared for your entrance. God doesn't just open doors, He opens doors that no one can shut. When the moment of divine favor arrives, it will be sudden, and the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable will fall away. It may feel like a sudden shift, but it has been building for years. Your faithfulness, your perseverance, your ability to trust God in the unseen moments will be the very things that bring you into your season of elevation. And when that door opens, you will not walk through it alone. Just as Joseph was elevated in the presence of Pharaoh, you, too, will find that your promotion is not just for you, but for those around you. Your favor will overflow, and the impact you make will reach far beyond your own life. Joseph was not just blessed to rule over Egypt, he was positioned to save the lives of many, including his own family. Similarly, your elevation will serve a greater purpose. The wisdom, favor, and influence you carry will impact generations. The road you've traveled may have been long and filled with obstacles, but it has all been leading you to this moment. The waiting, the trials, the challenges, they were not to break you, but to prepare you to handle what's coming. What Joseph once saw as a betrayal was the very key to his promotion. What you may have seen as a setback is actually a setup for the greatest breakthrough of your life. Joseph's story teaches us that no matter how far you've fallen, You can always rise, no matter how great the setback. God is always positioning you for a comeback. It's not about how many times you've fallen, it's about how many times you rise. The strength you've gained in the hidden seasons is the very strength that will support you as you step into your purpose. The setbacks were never the end. They were the training grounds for your victory. The Apostle Paul encourages us in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. This verse serves as a powerful reminder that the strength to fulfill your destiny does not come from yourself, but from God. You are not walking this journey alone. Every step, every trial, and every victory is made possible through His strength. God is the one who equips you, sustains you, and empowers you to fulfill the call on your life. As you stand on the precipice of your breakthrough, know this: the favor that God is releasing upon you is not just for you, it is for your family, your community, and those you are called to serve. You have been chosen not for comfort, but for impact. Your story will inspire others to rise, and your elevation will become a testimony of God's goodness and faithfulness. So, chosen one, step boldly into the future. The doors of favor are opening, and you are walking through them, not in your own strength, but in the power of God. The waiting is over. The time of manifestation is here. Chosen one. There's a special kind of strength that comes with walking through the unknown. It's like standing at the edge of a vast ocean, staring at the horizon, not knowing what lies beyond, but trusting that each wave that crashes against the shore is one step closer to the destination. The journey may be long, and the waves may feel overwhelming at times, but with each wave, you are being drawn closer to your purpose, to your breakthrough, and to the fulfillment of every promise God has whispered over your life. There are times when we get so focused on the destination that we forget the importance of the journey itself. It's easy to look at others who seem to be ahead of us and wonder why we are still waiting. But here's the truth: the waiting has a purpose. The seasons of preparation are not wasted. Everything you've gone through, the hardships, the setbacks, the moments when it felt like nothing was changing, have been shaping you for what is ahead. God doesn't waste anything. Every experience is refining you, increasing your capacity for the favor that is coming your way. Your time in the wilderness is not a detour. It is part of the divine process that prepares you for the palace. Like a goldsmith who places raw gold into the fire to purify it, God has been purifying you. You've been through the fire, but now you are being refined to shine even brighter. When the time comes for your elevation, you will shine in a way that only those who have walked through the fire can. It is written in the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 12. Dear friends, do not be surprised at the fiery ordeal that has come to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. This verse reminds us that the challenges we face are not strange or unusual. They are part of the process. The fire refines, it purifies, and it prepares us for what lies ahead. The more we trust God through the fire, the more we are shaped into vessels that can carry the weight of the blessing that is coming. You are not just being prepared for a season of favor, you are being prepared for a life of influence, a life that will impact generations to come. But as you continue to trust and wait for what is to come, remember to celebrate the small victories. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Every act of faith, every moment of trust, Every prayer you've prayed has been building the foundation for what is to come. Celebrate the quiet victories that no one sees. Celebrate the times when you chose faith over fear, hope over doubt, perseverance over giving up. These moments are just as important as the big breakthroughs because they are the steps that prepare you to handle the blessings that will come. As you continue to walk in faith, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on what God has already done in your life. Look back at how far you've come. Look at how much you've grown. Even in the face of adversity, every challenge you've faced has made you stronger, more resilient, and more ready for the next season. The waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. The delay is not denial, it's divine alignment. And now, as you continue forward, remember to keep your heart open, your hands ready, and your spirit humble. The favor that is coming will not be for your own glory, it will be for God's glory and for the good of those around you. As you rise, others will rise with you. Just as Joseph's elevation was not only for his own benefit, but for the salvation of others, your breakthrough will not just be for you, it will be for the many lives that will be impacted by your story. So, as you wait for your breakthrough, know that it is already on its way. It's coming. Chosen one. Your moment is coming. The favor you've prayed for is being released. And when the moment arrives, you will step into it with grace, strength, and wisdom, because you have been prepared for it. If these words have stirred something deep within you, if you sense that this is your time of divine alignment, I encourage you to like and share this message with those who need to hear it. Let them know that they are not alone in their waiting, and that their breakthrough is coming. 2. Leave a comment below, declaring, "It's my time," as a sign of faith and expectancy. Let this be a declaration that you are ready for the favor that is being released. And when it comes, you will not just receive it, you will use it to bless others and fulfill the purpose for which you were created. The time of waiting is almost over, and the time for favor and fulfillment is here. Keep trusting, keep waiting, keep believing. Chosen one. As you step forward into this new season, there is a quiet confidence that begins to rise within you. It's not arrogance, nor is it self-reliance, but a deep and grounded trust in the God who has led you every step of the way. You have walked through valleys, faced trials, and endured what felt like the weight of the world pressing in on you. And yet, here you are, standing strong. Your strength is not your own, it is the strength that comes from the hand of God. The strength that has been built through every storm you've weathered. Joseph knew this strength when he was in the prison, when he was betrayed, when he had nothing but his faith to cling to. He did not rely on his own abilities. Instead, he trusted in the God who had called him. Even when it seemed like the promises God gave him were fading, he chose to hold on to the hope that heaven had a purpose for his life. It was that trust, that unwavering faith, that carried him through the darkness and into the light. It is written in the book of Isaiah, chapter 55, verse 8, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." This verse serves as a reminder that God's plan is higher than ours. We may not always understand the journey, the timing, or the process, but we can trust that God's ways are always leading us to something greater than we can imagine. The path that God has set before you is one of purpose, one that will lead you to a place of fulfillment and victory, even when you cannot see it in the moment. What Joseph experienced wasn't just a series of unfortunate events, it was divine preparation for his purpose. His time in the pit, in the prison, and in the palace was all part of the process that equipped him to lead with wisdom, integrity, and compassion. Similarly, everything you've gone through, every hardship you've endured, and every season of waiting has been God's way of shaping you for what is ahead. The challenges you face today are not meant to break you. They are shaping you into a person who will carry the weight of the favor that is coming. Favor is not something that is just given. It is something that must be stewarded. And you, chosen one, are being prepared to steward the blessings, the wisdom, and the influence that God is about to release into your life. Joseph's rise to power did not happen because of his circumstances. It happened because of his character, his integrity in the midst of betrayal, his faithfulness in the prison, and his wisdom in interpreting dreams. All of these qualities were what set him apart. Likewise, the favor that will elevate you will not come because of your circumstances or your ability, but because of the character that God has built within you. It is your obedience, your perseverance, and your trust in God that will position you for promotion as you stand at the threshold of your breakthrough. Remember that you are being called not just to receive favor, but to reflect God's glory. The favor you are about to walk into is not for your own comfort or benefit alone. It is for the purpose of bringing others into the light. Just as Joseph's wisdom and leadership saved many, your rise will have a ripple effect, touching the lives of those around you in ways you may never fully understand. It is written in the book of Philippians, chapter 1, verse 6, being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. Note, this verse reassures you that the work God has started in your life will not be left unfinished. God's promises are always fulfilled, and His plan is always perfect. You may not see the whole picture yet, but trust that He is working behind the scenes, preparing everything for your moment of elevation. As you continue to trust in God's plan, don't be discouraged by the waiting. Know that every step you take in faith is moving you closer to the fulfillment of His promises. The waiting season is not one of inactivity, it is a time of preparation. God is making sure that you are ready for the blessing that is coming. When the time comes, you will step into your purpose with confidence, knowing that you have been prepared for such a time as this. Chosen one, this is not the end of your story. It is only the beginning. The favor that you have been waiting for is on its way. And when it comes, it will be more than you could ever ask or imagine. The journey has been long, but the reward will be worth it. You are being prepared for greatness, and the best is yet to come. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust that God is working in ways you cannot see. And when the moment arrives, you will know that all the waiting, all the struggles, all the preparation were worth it. Chosen one. As this journey reaches its turning point, heaven looks upon you with delight. Every chapter of your story, the pain, the perseverance, the silent endurance has been recorded in eternity. You have been faithful in the unseen places, steadfast when the storms raged, and unwavering when the world questioned your purpose. Now, the heavens themselves echo a single truth: the covenant still stands. The same favor that lifted Joseph is not only being released to you, it is being sealed upon you as a permanent mark of divine promise. Joseph's story did not end when he rose to power. It continued in how he ruled, in how he carried himself, and in how he fulfilled the purpose for which he was chosen. His position was not merely a promotion, it was a calling. With every decision he made, every life he touched, and every word he spoke, Joseph revealed the character of God to the world around him. His life became an instrument of preservation and mercy. And this, beloved, is the pattern heaven has written over you. The favor that now rests on your life carries weight. It is a sacred responsibility, not just to rise, but to reign with righteousness, humility, and compassion. You are not being lifted for recognition, but for revelation, that through your life, others may glimpse the goodness of God. This is the covenant of the chosen, to walk in favor, not for self, but for service, not for vanity, but for vision. It is written in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 9. Know therefore that the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God, keeping his covenant of love to 1,000 generations of those who love him and keep his commandments. This verse reminds you that the promise over your life is not temporary, it is generational. The same faithfulness that sustained Joseph through betrayal and exalted him to greatness is the same faithfulness that will sustain you. The covenant that God made with you is not fragile, it is eternal. It is written not on paper, but upon your spirit. Every act of obedience, every choice to trust, every moment of surrender has become part of that covenant, strengthening its bond through time and eternity. Joseph's favor did not just end with him, it extended to his family, to nations, and to generations beyond his own. Likewise, the anointing on your life is not meant to stop with you. The seeds you are planting now through your faith, your resilience, your compassion will produce fruit for generations to come. There will be people who walk in blessings they did not labor for, simply because you chose to obey. There will be doors that remain open for others because you refuse to close them in bitterness. You are a bridge, chosen one, connecting heaven's promises to earth's reality. The covenant you carry is not merely a promise of favor, it is a partnership with heaven, and partnership requires faithfulness. You have walked faithfully, and heaven responds with increase. The God who began this work in you will bring it to completion, not because of your perfection, but because of his promise. He delights in finishing what he starts, and he is not finished with you yet. As Joseph stood before his brothers and declared forgiveness, he demonstrated the fullness of the covenant. Grace extended where judgment was deserved. That moment was not weakness, it was divine strength. You too will find moments where you must lead with compassion, where mercy will be your crown, and where humility will be your throne. The true mark of favor is not how high you rise, but how deeply you love. Once you are lifted, the journey you've walked has forged something unbreakable within you. Heaven has used your pain to polish your wisdom, your waiting to deepen your discernment, and your trials to reveal your true strength. You are no longer the same person who began this journey. You have become a vessel that heaven can trust, a ruler, not of thrones, but of hearts, not of wealth, but of wisdom, not of power, but of peace. The season you are stepping into will not just be one of increase, but of impact. You will lead not by command, but by example. The peace that radiates from your presence will bring stability to others, The words that flow from your mouth will bring clarity and healing. You will no longer question your worth or your calling, for heaven itself has confirmed it. You are a carrier of covenant favor, a living testimony that what God begins, He completes. Do not fear the magnitude of what is before you. God has prepared you to carry it. Every moment of struggle has been strengthening your shoulders for this very weight. And now, as the mantle settles upon you, feel the stillness that follows completion. It is not the end, it is the beginning of reign. You have graduated from striving into stewardship, from hoping into holding, from dreaming into doing. This is the divine exchange, heaven's favor for your faithfulness. Remember always, chosen one. The covenant is not about comfort, it is about calling. You have been set apart to reveal the heart of God to the world. As Joseph governed Egypt with wisdom, you will govern your sphere with grace. As Joseph preserved lives, you will restore hope. The same favor that lifted him will sustain you through every new chapter. The covenant stands eternal, written by the hand of the faithful God who never forgets His chosen ones. Walk forward now, not with haste, but with reverence. The same wind that carried Joseph to his destiny now surrounds you, and wherever you go, the covenant goes with you, an invisible seal of divine favor that no man can erase. As you step into the fullness of your purpose, chosen one, I know that this journey is just beginning. The favor that has been promised to you is already on its way, and the road ahead is filled with divine appointments, open doors, and unprecedented opportunities. But remember, the greatest part of this favor is not the rewards you will receive, it's the impact you will have on others as you walk in your calling. This moment is not just about personal breakthrough, it's about the ripple effect your life will create. You are being raised, not just for your own glory, but to bring others along with you. As you rise, so will those around you. Your testimony will be a beacon of hope to those who need it most. If this message has resonated with you, if you sense that something deep inside you is awakening, I encourage you to like and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. You never know how a single word can change a life. Share the light of hope, the promise of favor, and the assurance that God's timing is always perfect. If you've found strength, encouragement, or even a new perspective in these words, I invite you to comment below and share your thoughts. Whether it's a declaration of faith, a story of your own journey, or simply a word of gratitude, your voice matters and could inspire someone else who is walking this path with you. Finally, subscribe to stay connected and continue this journey of divine elevation. Together, we will walk through every season of life with confidence, knowing that favor is always on the horizon. The best is yet to come. Keep your eyes fixed on the promise and trust that God will bring it to completion.